Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Hello and good Saturday evening, folks. Thank you so much for tuning into the Q2 Weekend Crew. I'm Dustin Klemann. We begin with fire watch. Fueled by strong winds and continued dry weather, the Lolo Peak Fire exploded Friday, adding several thousand acres as the blaze continues to grow between Florence and Lolo on the western side of the state. The numbers on Saturday morning show the blaze has now charred nearly 28,000 acres. That's up from 9,000 acres yesterday. Smoke billowed from the hillsides and flames lit up the night sky. Evacuations remain in place for hundreds of homes and thousands of residents in the Lolo and Florence areas. Fire officials say despite the movement of the Lolo Peak Fire, no additional homes have been reported lost. Montana National Guard is arriving Saturday to help man checkpoints and patrol evacuated areas to provide relief for overtaxed local law enforcement. Again, by late Friday afternoon and throughout the night, the emphasis had changed to structure protection.
We have one of the best Type 1 incident commands in the nation right here in this Lolo fire, as it should be. Greg Ponchin and the team here are some of the best in the business. Pleased to see that, and you're starting to see the results. We got a few good breaks last night, despite the fact this fire grew 50% in the last 24 hours. The strategy these leaders are deploying, the choices they're making are paying off. We just could use a break in the weather right now.
That's what they're hoping for tonight, or I should say today around noon. A firefighter was working near the ski area at McLean Creek and was struck by a rock and fell. Officials report that the firefighter sustained a broken arm and was taken in the ambulance to Missoula Hospital. Montana Special Firefighting Fund is all but empty, less than 2 months into the entire fiscal year. That fund contained nearly $62 million when the state's fiscal year began July 1st, but the combination of a budget-cutting bill and summer wildfires have wiped out most of that money in just 7 weeks. The budget bill transferred $30 million from the fund to help cover a revenue shortfall for all state government. And the Bullock administration says nearly $30 million has been spent so far on fighting fires burning across the state. The fund could be completely empty by next week. And if that happens, the state will turn to a governor's emergency fund for firefighting expenditures and base funds in the Department of Natural Resources and Conservation. DNRC Director John Tubbs says the state will continue fighting every wildfire that does pop up until the fire season is over. It's as good a time as any to take a look at our own weather conditions tonight. We find Rob Griggs out at the Montana Fair. Last night at the fair, Rob, it does seem though we still have some smoky conditions and skies hanging around the area.
Well, yeah, Dustin, as a matter of fact, even coming out here to Montana Fair this evening, there's still quite a bit of haze in the area. You can smell some of the smoke. The good news is we have some northerly winds developing, shifting to the northeast. Eventually, that's going to clear this out. Perfect night for the last night of Montana Fair. Let me show you right now what the air quality picture looks like across the state. Now, as we advance this, you can see all of the locations in green and yellow doing pretty good. A couple of places not so hot, places like Great Falls and Butte, also out there toward Broadus right now. But for the most part, that's a pretty good picture. Now, right now, water vapor imagery on our satellite shows that there are some clouds in the area, and as you can see these clouds passing through on this next map, you can tell that there is the chance for some precipitation in south central, southeastern Montana, northeastern Wyoming. I guess the big question for us right now, Dustin, is will there be a chance of a passing shower or thunderstorm to finish off Montana Fair here on Saturday evening? Certainly is a chance of that, but I'll tell you, it's a gorgeous night. Come on out to Montana Fair. Let's finish this off with a big old bang.
You got to go say hello to Rob Griggs at the booth. Thank you so much, Rob. Where'd you get that shirt, by the way? I like the logo on there, too. Is that a custom-made one?
You know, I've been getting a lot of compliments on this Hawaiian shirt with the Q2 logo. Yes. I'm going to go see if I can get a free corn dog with it now, if I can mooch some food.
I think you could do that. Rob Griggs of the Montana Fair. You can check him out down at the booth tonight. Remember, you can download the Q2 app, sign up for your chance to win $5,000. We'll announce that live at the rodeo and have a name of the winner tonight at 10. Thank you very much, Rob. Go to other news tonight. About 300 motorcyclists crowded Helena today to remember all American prisoners of war and servicemen and women missing in action. The day, I should say, started out with a prayer and Star-Spangled Banner. After the ceremony, motorcyclists headed out one by one to start the 183-mile trip to West Yellowstone, where they will meet with hundreds of others of motorcyclists across the entire country riding for the same cause. Husband and wife Dean and Brenda Felber said today hits home not only because they are Americans in a free country, but also because they have had family members enlist in the armed forces, one of which lost their life serving our country.
There's the ones that served and went to war and didn't come back. And our family served in the war. We're free. That's why we need to remember. They served for our freedom.
Well, it's just a gathering of a lot of people and who unite and have the same purpose and making a point of these guys who are missing. And our boys are still fighting to keep us free.
The Montana POW MIA Awareness Association hosted today's Ride to Remember. The association's website says the group aims to cherish the memories of more than 83,000 POW MIA personnel while focusing on the 55 individuals missing in action from the Treasure State alone. The group also advocates awareness for POW MIA issues throughout the 406. We go next. Well, we're coming back after this, I should say. Plenty of news still to come here on Q2. When we take a look at eyes and contacts. Are you taking care of your contacts properly? We'll show you, probably not. And tonight's Powerball, $535 million takeaway. We'll have more of that. And we go back to Grizz football with Q2's Casey Conlon as they look to wrap up camp and how things are going to shape up for the season. Stay tuned.
You're watching MTN News with Dustin Klemann, Storm Tracker weather with Rob Griggs, and sports with Casey Conlon. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.